What if we told you that one of China's top romantic actresses is also the ultimate romance saboteur? That behind every heart-fluttering kiss lies chaos, comedy, and garlic. Hold on to your hearts, because today, news star Xian is pulling back the curtain on Yang Zi, the drama queen who turns every kissing scene into a comedy sketch. And what Li Xian recently confessed might just make you see your favorite love scenes in a whole new light. Yang Zi is a study in captivating contrasts. On screen she embodies a timeless romantic ideal, soft eyes that promise safety, a voice that quivers at just the right syllable, a stillness that lets entire cinemas lean forward in quiet anticipation. Viewers in Los Angeles, Seoul, Paris, and Manila know her as the heroine who can ignite a scene with nothing more than a fragile smile. Yet the minute the director calls cut, that porcelain composure gives way to a kinetic spark of mischief. She laughs with her whole body, invents games between takes, and treats every crew member as an equal participant in her joyful chaos. Colleagues say she can slip from ethereal goddess to cheeky younger sister in the blink of an eye. Both versions feel authentic because both are built on the same bedrock of generosity. That duality did not emerge by accident. Growing up in Beijing's competitive child actor circuit, Yang Zi learned early that technical precision wins roles but emotional spontaneity wins hearts. She filed away every note on lighting angles and mark hitting, yet she never allowed craft to smother curiosity. Instead she wove them together, creating a signature rhythm: disciplined take, playful reset, disciplined take. Directors now schedule extra buffer time, knowing her improvisations may derail a shot, and just as often elevate it beyond what the script ever promised. When she thrust a surprise kiss upon Li Xian during Go-Go Squid, the set erupted into unchecked laughter, but the footage captured an irreplaceable flicker of genuine shock. Rather than excise the chaos, the team rewrote the scene around it, trusting that audiences crave sincerity more than polish. Western viewers compare her appeal to the screwball stars of classic Hollywood, Katharine Hepburn with a smartphone, while Korean and Japanese fans read her as a live-action manga heroine whose panels can tilt from romance to gag comedy in an instant. In every culture, the verdict is similar: Yang Zi's ability to fuse control and abandon feels startlingly human. She reminds us that love itself contains that same polarity: structured devotion on one side, reckless laughter on the other. And perhaps it is their collision, not their harmony, that makes moments unforgettable. Long after the final episode of Go-Go Squid aired, Li Xian admitted that his most talked-about scene, the sudden kiss that electrified fandoms from Toronto to Tokyo, was never in the script. The day it happened, filming had stretched past midnight. The set lights threw warm halos over cold studio floors, and Li Xian was preparing for a restrained, dialogue-driven moment that would show Han Xiangyan's stoic vulnerability. He rehearsed the beats in his head: pause, inhale, soften the gaze, and waited for Yang Zi's cue. Instead, she closed the distance and pressed her lips to his with a quick, decisive certainty that belonged to neither the character nor the page. For an actor trained in precision, shock arrived first as silence. Li Xian's body registered the contact, but his mind stalled on a single loop of disbelief: keep acting or step away. In that suspended second the crew collectively forgot to breathe. Then the director, too startled to call cut, let the camera run as Li Xian's surprise played across his features in real time. Eyes widening, shoulders tensing, the faintest flush stealing up his neck before professionalism snapped back into place. The take finally ended with the entire set dissolving into laughter, boom mics quivering, makeup artists covering their mouths, grips slapping shoulder to shoulder like schoolboys who had just witnessed a secret. Later, in the dim glow of the playback monitors, the footage felt uncannily alive. There was no performative anticipation, no choreography, only the raw chemistry of two people negotiating the razor-thin line between fiction and truth. The director rewrote the episode overnight, folding Yang Zi's impulsive kiss into the narrative as if it had always been destined. Li Xian, recounting the experience weeks later, said it was the first time he realized how vulnerability can be captured not by perfect technique, but by surrendering control to a fellow actor's intuition. That moment reshaped his craft. He now leaves breathing room in every performance, space for accidents to bloom into authenticity. Viewers sensed that difference without knowing its origin. The scene trended across global platforms, subtitled in Thai, French and Baisa, praised for a sincerity that could not be rehearsed. What the audience felt, whether they were students in Seoul or retirees in Sydney, was the honest thud of an unguarded heart, the rare collision of preparation and spontaneity that reminds us why we watch love stories at all. The night Garlic Gate unfolded on the set of Ashes of Love began like any other high-stakes shoot, with quiet technicians hovering beneath vast silk diffusers and Deng pacing the dim corners of the soundstage, reciting lines under his breath to settle his pulse. The scene scheduled was pivotal, a kiss intended to seal the fragile, slow-burn devotion between his character and Yang Zi's. Hours of meticulous blocking, lens tests and costume checks had led to this moment. Yet somewhere between the final wardrobe touch-up and the first clapperboard snap, Yang Zi disappeared behind a prop wall, popped a raw garlic clove into her mouth, and returned wearing the serene expression of a woman about to offer the purest tenderness. Deng Luan, braced for romance, leaned in, and the pungent reality struck him harder than any stage direction. His eyes flickered wide, then watered. The carefully lit tableau cracked as he recoiled half a step, torn between laughter and professional horror. The crew's reaction arrived in waves, a stifled snort from the focus puller, a choked squeal from the script supervisor, finally a roar of collective disbelief that rolled through the rafters. The director, equal parts exasperated and amused, allowed the camera to keep running, capturing Deng Luan's genuine shock and Yang Zi's playful, unrepentant grin. In that unscripted exchange, the veneer of manufactured passion crumbled, revealing something more elemental, two performers meeting as people first, actors second. What should have been a routine display of choreographed affection transformed into a testament to spontaneity, reminding everyone that intimacy on screen is never only about lips meeting. It is about the unpredictable electricity that can jump the gap between co-stars when the script loosens its grip. 6 takes followed, mouthwash breaks, breath mints, comedic debriefs, but none matched the raw veracity of that first ruined kiss. In post-production, the editors searched frame by frame for salvageable reaction shots, and the garlic-tainted footage, though unusable in the final cut, became folklore passed between departments, a private talisman of authenticity no reshoot could replicate. Deng Luan would later confess that the incident recalibrated his understanding of trust. It taught him that vulnerability sometimes arrives wearing the disguise of a prank, and that true chemistry often blooms in the fertile soil of imperfection. Long after audiences forgot the precise contours of the televised scene, those who stood beneath the set lights that evening remembered the sting of garlic on the air, and the deeper taste of truth it left behind. On every production, Yang Zi walks onto set radiating the sort of easy warmth that dissolves hierarchies before the first camera rolls. Extras are greeted by name, lighting technicians become partners in crime, and her leading men, however celebrated, are folded into the same circle of shared snacks and private jokes. That atmosphere does something subtle to the alchemy of performance. While scripts may demand yearning stares and breathless confessions, the emotional currency Yang Zi trades in is camaraderie. Luo Yunqi once recalled that rehearsing a love scene with her felt less like orchestrating desire and more like plotting mischief with a childhood friend. The moment the director called action, they found themselves laughing at the memory of a prank pulled an hour earlier, and that laughter, softened by the lens, translated into a shimmering tenderness viewers interpreted as chemistry. Psychologists who study ensemble dynamics argue that trust built on playful safe space energy can, paradoxically, heighten an audience's perception of romance. The mind recognizes genuine comfort, even when projected through fictional dialogue, and rewrites it as intimacy. With Yang Zi, the line grows especially thin. Co-stars describe a disorienting switch. One minute she is sharing memes on her phone, the next she is gazing up with such unguarded affection that seasoned actors momentarily forget the boom mic overhead. The love may be make-believe, yet the affection underneath is real, forged in coffee breaks and improvised word games. What viewers ultimately sense is the truth of connection rather than the choreography of attraction, and truth in any form is magnetic. This friendship-first approach also reframes the modern screen romance.
Gone is the cool auteur of old-school melodrama or the hypersensual charge of certain western blockbusters.
In its place stands something gentler and arguably more relevant to a global audience raised on group chats and found families: the idea that love is an outgrowth of mutual respect, humor and shared vulnerability. Fans from Montreal to Melbourne say Yang Zi's relationships feel attainable precisely because they begin in laughter rather than longing. By refusing to manufacture heat where none exists, she honors the complexity of emotion, how desire often grows sideways, through the corridors of friendship, before blooming into anything recognizable as passion. In doing so, she offers a quiet challenge to the genre itself. Perhaps the most radical romance on screen is one that remembers to be kind first. Yang Zi is 5 feet 6 inches, 167 centimeters. Not short, but often paired with towering male leads like Li Xian, 6 feet 1 inch, or Deng Luan, 6 feet 1.5 inches. Cue the behind-the-scenes ballet of high heels, hidden platforms, and precision blocking. She's even joked. Sometimes I'm so focused on staying balanced that I forget we're supposed to be falling in love. Yet despite the physical comedy, The result on screen is seamless, all thanks to her professionalism and a healthy dose of humor. Yang Zi is quietly revolutionizing romantic drama. By infusing improvisation, friendship, and unpredictability into otherwise formulaic romance tropes, she brings a more relatable kind of love to screen. She's not just building characters, she's building bridges to viewers across generations and cultures. In Japan and South Korea, fans say her scenes remind them of youthful crushes. In France and Canada, they admire her natural charm. In Southeast Asia and the US, they love her raw, unfiltered joy. Here's a fun idea we've never seen before. What if Yang Zi hosted a kiss scene survival workshop for her co-stars? Complete with
A Garlic Breeze Simulator. Improvisation drill.
how to survive an unexpected kiss challenges. Wouldn't that make the ultimate drama behind-the-scenes spin-off? Let us know in the comments if you'd tune in, because we absolutely would. In the end, Yang Zi's real superpower isn't in her kisses, it's in how she makes everyone feel comfortable, seen and alive. Even when a scene fails romantically, it succeeds emotionally. And that's why fans, from Seoul to San Francisco, from Paris to Manila, keep coming back for more. If you've enjoyed this behind-the-scenes roller coaster of laughter, honesty, and charm, don't forget to subscribe to News Star CN for more revealing stories from your favorite Chinese stars.
Bulle drop à Comambilo.
Which actor do you think can finally survive a full kiss scene with Yang Zi, garlic and all?
Cloche the bell so you never miss a drama deep dive again.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode, only on News Star CN.